I'm devastated to find out that I've been living a lie for the last 24 years. This lady has led me to believe that it was my son, and I'm finding out that it wasn't my son, that it's somebody else's son.
Okay. Mrs. Parker, let me get your side of the story.
In other words, ma'am, I'm not the father.
Okay, we don't know that yet, so let's stop there. All right.
Well, I believe that he is the father, and he's been in this child's life for the last 24 years.
Mm-hmm.
But, you know, Your Honor, we're all fallible humans, right? And he left for military service, and, you know, I was really devastated and lonely, and I did receive comfort from someone who ended up becoming a comrade of his. And I don't believe that he is the father, though, I believe, because it was only like a few weeks after he left that I had this, you know, fling, I guess you could call it.
Okay, so was y'all in a relationship?
Mm-hmm.
Or?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
When he left, yes.
Yeah,
ma'am.
but I was gone. I was already deployed. And so when I came back, I found out that she was pregnant. And it led me to believe that it was my child, but it wasn't.
All right, so Mr. Santos, do you have any doubt that this child is yours?
Look, I'm hoping to God that it is my child, because I've been spending the last 24 years of my life with this kid, and I've been led to believe that he's been my child. And if it's not my child, it's gonna really just change a lot of things.
So it is a bond that you
Absolutely,
guys have got.
absolutely.
So what are you?
Your Honor, he's been a wonderful father to this child, and I really believe that he's the father as well. You know, this fling only happened a couple of weeks after he left, and it was only a couple of times, and then that was it. And you know, of course, I found out shortly after that I was pregnant. But I really feel in the deepest part of my soul that he really is the father.
So it is a possibility. Let me just clear that up.
It's a remote possibility, yes.
Okay. So, Mr. Santos, who pushed you to come here today?
Believe it or not, my friends, they're the ones that push me. They're the ones that believe that I should do this test, that they don't think that it's my child.
Okay.
So my friends are the ones that got me here.
So you just want clarification?
Absolutely, I want to find out.
Okay, you want to get down to the bottom of this. And so, Mrs. Parker, are you, the doubt that you have, but you do want him to be the father?
Of course I want him to be the father, especially like 24 years later. I mean, he's the fatherly influence to this child. My family is behind me 100% in supporting, you know, that they believe that he's the father too. Just the relationship is so strong, and, you know, it's really devastating that his friends, his so-called friends, would, you know, just go after this like this and like try to destroy a family.
After 24 years.
I
yeah.
just, you know, it's
I don't
so
think
heartbreaking.
I don't think they're out to destroy anybody.
It's just heartbreaking.
But I'd like to find out what's been going on for the last 24 years.
That's understandable. All right, Mr. Santos, how is life going to change if you are not the father?
Well, pretty much life is going to go on the way it is. I'm just going to move on from this relationship that we've been a part of for the last 24 years and start a new life with somebody else. And, you know, I'll still have the same relationship with my son, my so-called son, and we'll just go from there.
Okay. And what about you, Miss Parker? Tell me how life going to change.
Well, you know, relationship with this lady, you know, 24 years, he still hasn't put a ring on it, and he makes it sound like he's already got somebody waiting in the wings for him. So I hope he does the
You
right...
must be really bitter. It sounds to me like you're very bitter.
Okay, wait. We're not going to turn this into that.
I just thought I'd let you know that's what I've been dealing with.
All of this is unnecessary. after 24 years. That's what I think. And it's just going to cause a whole lot of upset, and especially with the kid. Whatever.
Right.
You don't,
Let's
I'll
uncover the
lose
truth.
you, whatever.
It's
I'll
time
move
to
on
uncover
too.
it.
All right. We're going to go ahead and get down to the bottom of this. We're going to clear all this right on up. In the case of Michael, 24-year-old Michael, Mr. Santos, you are not the father. You raised him. You gotta remember that. You played a big part in his life.
It's time to move on.
It's time to move on. So you prepared to just the relationship that you didn't have with this son that you didn't raise for 24 years?
Absolutely. I want my own son.
Oh,
And it's time to make it real this time.
wow.
Oh, yeah, you better believe it.
Well,
I'm tired of living the fake life.
okay.
Yes, never
What,
did.
you know what? So, Mrs. Parker, I believe you owe this man an apology. Let's start there.
I do apologize. You know, it was a mistake. I should have probably told you about it a long time ago. But the last 24 years has not been a fake. This relationship has not been a fake. Your relationship with me, your son, has not been a fake.
So what are you prepared to do?
I'm going to still, you know, take care of and protect my son the way I always have. Obviously, I'm not going to have a relationship with this man anymore.
Okay.
I betrayed him, and I have to own that. And I have to let him go, do his thing if that's what he chooses.
Well,
If he can't forgive me and he wants to leave, then that's his decision.
you know what? I wish y'all nothing but the best. And court is adjourned. Whenever I'm reading, I like to use my reading glass. Get a pair at ISeeItClear.com.